Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Seniors Division race. As it stands, we've got about 10 carts loaded onto the server, waiting for a couple more guys just to get through their load shedding schedule and then jump on as soon as they possibly can. We're going to go into qualifying in just a minute's time. Seems like John Henry Vaughan is having issues getting onto the server. John Henry Vaughan makes a welcome return to Online Karting League Africa tonight after securing himself a 3-month membership at the Kalani Rotax Nationals on the leaderboard shootout. In the Mini-60s, we put on a rig there. So welcome back to John Henry Vaughan. We hope you enjoy your time at OKLA. And hope you enjoy the racing. Pro League next week, so hopefully John Henry's going to join us on that as well. But yeah, I'm Sean Lopes. I'm going to be on your mic tonight and production. Hopefully we don't run into the same issues we did with the juniors race. But let's see. Let's hope everything goes well and runs smooth. Let's see if John Henry made it in yet. Nope, he's still saying sinking. Let's see if I can quickly help him out. Let me just quickly pop him a message. See if I can quickly, before we go into qualifying, just get John Henry to do one thing. Okay, I'm going to give him a minute to join. We'll just give him a couple minutes to join in, and then we're going to get going into the race. Make sure we get our champion, John Henry Vaughan, so you can come and enjoy the racing. Alright, currently following Ruben Karstens, one of the OKLA guys. Ruben Karstens, of course, known for the guy putting in the effort, making these body kits and the tracks and everything. Is one of our guys, so big shout out to Ruben for putting in all the effort, many hours worth of effort, working through the laser scan data of all the bits that we do. So yeah, hopefully we continue pushing on. And we will race. Did John Henry make it in? Not yet. So we'll, like I said, we'll give him a minute. There should be enough time. We might get the Masters to join as well, seeing that there's only 3 registered Masters for the race. Okay, the Masters are joining in. There's only 3 of them. Got a couple late withdrawals, so the boys are going to jump on and come race with the Seniors division. And that will also pack the grid up quite a lot. That should be fun. Sebastian Diaz we are currently following. Squadra Course Boy in his Kart Republic, looking absolutely fantastic. Sebastian Diaz almost looks exactly the same in real life with his setup. I think he's just a little bit skinnier than a driver model in the virtual world. Oh, there we go. What a beautiful looking kart. Tiso Mabunda, same story. Squadra Course Boyki sporting his same helmet. Well, they're racing with Kart Republic suits now, but that's his older Squadra Course outfit. Let's have a quick look. John Henry Vaughan is now trying to sink in. Quentin Lopes in. Mark Pollard is in. Everybody make it in now. John Henry's in. Mark Pollard's in. We're going to get going. Just waiting on the last Masters driver to confirm. And then we can get going. Okay. Oopsie. I pressed the button I shouldn't have. There we go. Right, guys. I think we're going to go. Just give everybody just a moment to settle in. So now we're going to have 12 carts on track. I did think that Jono Wilson was going to join us, but apparently he's not. Quentin Lopesher getting his tires warmed up, getting into the swing of things. Somebody else has joined. Grant Mason is loading in. Grant Mason, the third Masters driver, is going to give this a go. He's going to try his absolute best to keep up these guys that's going to race are absolutely quick. Quentin Lopesher and Mark Pollard are the title contenders for the Masters division as it stands. Now let's see what these boys will be able to come up with. I don't think the Masters will score tonight because there are only 3 drivers, but they get to race for the sake of racing. We'll rerun the Masters rounds probably offline. I'll join in to give them an extra man, and we're going to get racing in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, here we go. Masters and Seniors all ready. And okay, quali starting. Here we go. All the boys are going to come out now and start their qualifying session. Right, here we go, all the boys out. Let's see who's on track. So, John Henry Vaughan, I think, leads the way out of the pits. Of course, John Henry Vaughan is now new to, this will be his first race in the season, and he's sporting the Angry Racing kart. He works for Angry Racing, driver coach. And then Troy Dolenchek going back to the old school OTK and without his sponsored livery. Then just behind him, Lucas Sturman, Mohamed Murat. Then Ruben Carstens driving the OKLA livery. Jason Gutsia with his Umpini Motorsports livery. Quentin Lopesher with the AAO Esports livery. Mark Pollard rocking it in the Kart Republic. Grant Mason CRG. Sebastian Diaz with the Kart Republic. And then Mahir Wahab with the Xpree. That's it. That's all the boys on track. So let's see. First laps are going to start racking up now. Into the last couple corners we go. John Henry Vaughan, Troy Dolenchek. I can tell you right now by the speed Troy Dolenchek is showing, he's already the fastest guy on track. Caught John Henry Vaughan like it was nothing. Boom. 46.7. John Henry Vaughan outclassed by Troy Dolenchek. First blood drawn by Troy Dolenchek. Then Lucas Sturman. Then John Henry. Jason Gutsia, Quentin Lopesher, Ruben Carstens, Mark Pollard, and then Mohamed Murat. Seems like he was pushing his cart around the track there, so not the ideal lap. So our current defending champion, multiple champ, or what is it, two times OKLA champ. This one season he was beaten by Alessandro Serenetti, international driver, by I think it was 1 point at the end of the day. So Troy Dolanchek leading the way in the championship as well as on track with qualifying times. Just quickly show you, just tell you quickly what the points look like. Troy Dolanchek well and truly on top of the league in the seniors division. Currently, who just tried to join the server? Diesel. Troy Dolanchek with 100 points in first place. He's won every round so far, 25 points, maximum points every round. Lucas Thurman in second place with 62. Jason Kutsia also equal second place, 62 points. Then Sebastian Diaz with 60 points. Mahir Wahab 48. Ruben Karstens 38. Rudy Schuschler on 38. Jude Stewart on 30. William Marshall 28. Jono Wilson on 20. That is your top 10 in the divisional standings with the seniors division. Guys, I just want to confirm everything is coming through nicely. Your sound's working. Are we ready to go? Let me know in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win? You know, if you were a betting man, it's probably going to be Troy Dolanchek. Just looking at the current track record. So far, he's got an absolute whitewash on the 4 rounds that has already been completed. So let's have a look. Who's able to get closer to Troy Dolanchek? Lucas Thurman, only 2 tenths down the line. Then Jason Kutsia in third. John Henry Vaughan in fourth. Watch these kids. All 4 of them will be close on track. That's 100% for sure. And the racing should be very, very close. Mohamed Murad in 5th place. Leading the way from Quentin Loebscher, the first Masters driver. Then Mark Pollard, and then 3 seconds down the line, this 3rd Masters driver is Grant Mason. Tiso Mabunda's having issues connecting, so not ideal. 5 minutes, halfway into the qualifying, that is. 2 Squadron course boys, are they going to work together? Is Mohamed Murad going to try and steal a toe? I see Mo moved himself up into 4th place. So that's very good from Mo. Okay, sorry, I wonder if the kids had an issue there. Let's just quickly try to sort him out. So let's have a look. Troy Dolanchek still leading the way. John Henry Vaughan got closer, ever so close, a 10th away from Troy Dolanchek, 0.125 behind Troy Dolanchek. Moving up the ranks even further, just pushing or raising that bar. Getting a toe off Lucas Thurman. Luca won't be happy about that. Towing Troy all the way around the track, giving him an absolute amazing advantage. There's about 2-3 tenths in a tow in the simulator, definitely with the Mini 60s even more. Oh, that would unfortunately stop Troy's next best lap. Lucas Thurman touching the inside of that cone and unsettles the cart and makes him spin off. Angry Racing Boy, John Henry Vaughan, now going to tuck in behind the other Angry Racing Boy, Lucas Thurman. So there's a whole bunch of names missing. No Jono Wilson, no William Marshall, Maklori Motlabani, Davian Naidu's missing. Leighton Verries currently in the Netherlands, in Zandvoort. He thought he would escape the Cape Town winter, and he was busy doing some practice on that side of the world, and just ended up with some more rain. So unlucky for Leighton Verries. Might as well have stayed home and joined us with the online karting league. Quentin Loubser is now currently in 5th place. Mixing it up with the seniors drivers, the fast seniors drivers, that is. So here we go. John Henry Vaughan has now gotten a proper tow for a full lap behind Lucas Thurman. What is he going to be able to do? He's going to get closer. Look at him just shove Lucas Thurman out of the way, and John Henry Vaughan goes up within a 10th of Troy Dolanchek. 2.5 minutes remaining. That was an unfortunate one. I'm assuming Lucas now going to tuck in behind John Henry and see if he can get a tow. Mohamed Murad, Jason Kutsia, Troy Dolanchek, all close to each other on the track at the moment. Who's going to reign supreme tonight? Is anybody going to be able to take the reins away from Troy Dolanchek? Or is he just going to Dolanchek out of here again? Hopefully not. Hopefully Jason Kutsia, John Henry Vaughan and Lucas Thurman is up for the challenge. If anybody is, it would be one of these 3 drivers. Quentin Loubser now on the exit of the 2nd corner, or 3rd corner that is. Into the hairpin we go. He's trying to join in. I did send him some stuff. Hopefully that resolves his connection problem. And he gets into the swing of things. Rudy Schuster is not doing a lap. Just call him no lap Rudy. Rudy's not even on the server at the moment. Wonder what happened there with Rudy Schuster? Well, that's unfortunate. Some of the guys disconnected and not coming back. Mark Pollard is trying to catch up to Quentin Loubser, 3/10 away from him. Will he be able to catch on to the back of Quentin Loubser, or he pass him on track? Mark Pollard, Quentin Loubser, cousins. Let's see what this cousin rivalry will be able to put on the show for us. Mark Pollard decided to go with the Kart Republic. Oh, and he spins it. Loses the rear onto the curb there. Loses out that lap. He would be able to start one more lap. Let's see if he's going to be able to cross the line in time. Get those tires cleaned, hopefully. All right, here we go. Mark Pollard's going to cross the line in time to start his final qualifying lap. There we go, Mark Pollard with a final qualifying lap. Who else is on track? Who's leading the way? Ruben Carstens will be the first one to finish qualifying. Is Ruben Carstens going to be able to improve on his lap time? Into the last corner he goes with a beautiful looking kart. And Ruben Carstens crosses the line, not getting quicker. Troy Dolanchek, same for Troy Dolanchek, also not fast at all. Mohamed Murad, no. Jason Kutsia, no. Jason Kutsia only 6th place. Then Mahir Wab. Quentin Loubser in 5th place. John Henry Vaughan still 2nd. Lucas Thurman in 3rd. That is the qualifying done and dusted. I believe everybody has now completed. Nope, Seb needs to finish his lap. Seb moves himself into 6th place. Jason Kutsia is only in 7th place, so a lot further down than what we would have expected Jason Kutsia to be. All right. All right, here we go. We're going to wait a while for most of these kids because some of them couldn't get in. Rudy's out. Ntiso is not loaded in. It's just saying in sync. So let's have a quick look. Qualifying. Troy Dolanchek, 46.597. Very, very quick blistering lap. Very close behind him. John Henry Vaughan, 46.672. Then Lucas Thurman. So it's Troy Dolanchek from Two Angry Racing Boys. Then a Kart Republic of Mohamed Murat, 46.906. Then Quentin Loubser, AIO Esports, one of the only sim racers on the grid. Oops. There goes Sebastian Diaz. Let's just do a quick restart there. Sorry, guys. Back to the qualifying. Then Sebastian Diaz in 6th place, 47. Oh, only 3 milliseconds between Quentin Loubser and Sebastian Diaz, as close as it can get. Coach versus driver. Quentin Loubser does online work with the Squadra Course boys. So here we go. Quentin Loubser getting the better of Sebastian Diaz once again in qualifying. Then Jason Kutsia in 7th place. I'd say he's quite far out of position. Then Mark Pollard in 8th. And that is the second sim racer, only sim racer here. Then Mahir Wahab in 9th place. Ruben Karstens. Ruben Karstens also just a pure sim racer. And then Grant Mason, the father of the 2 Mason boys, Mateo and Maddox, in 11th place. And then a no qualifying from Tiso Mabunda. All right, so now we'll wait for all the boys to get onto the grid. It's going to be a long wait because of the start procedure, waiting for the final car to actually come onto the track, which would be in Tiso. We'll just keep it here so we can see this chat function pop up if somebody gets a random disconnect. "30 more seconds to go." Mohamed Murat ahead of Sebastian Diaz, ahead of Mark Pollard. So 1, 2, 3 car republics directly behind each other. Tiso Mabuna disconnected, won't be able to make the race. Here we go into the start sequence, guys. Oh. And Sebastian Diaz just okay, that's the 3rd and final restart. Okay. All right. Sebastian Diaz having issues with his internet, it seems. So we'll go without Sebastian Diaz. We'll go without Ntiso Mabunda. We'll go without Rudy Schussler. None of these guys made it onto the track. Anybody that doesn't make it to the track now will go. Okay, there we go. Start sequence on the way. There's a cart missing. Sebastian Diaz disqualified in the pre-final, unfortunately. But here we go. Lights out and away we go. Troy Dolanchik leading the way from John Henry Vaughan, who seems to be getting a better start. He's going to get the inside run into the first chicane. John Henry Vaughan leads the way from Troy Dolanchik, who sends it down the inside into the second corner. First right-hander. Pushes John Henry Vaughan wide. Sturman's now going to go down the inside. Quentin Loubser moving himself up into 4th place already. Then Mohamed Murat has lost the place in that starting. Oh, he sends Quentin Loubser around all the way. That's unfortunate. Mo Murat misbehaving just a little bit there. Unfortunately pushes Quentin Loubser out of the start. Who had an absolute fantastic start, but got pushed off the track there, unfortunately. Troy Dolanchik leading the way. Lucas Sturman, John Henry Vaughan, Mohamed Murat. Then Jason Kutsia. Ruben Karstens getting a good start. Mahir Wahab, Mark Pollard losing out. Grant Mason at the back, and then Quentin Loubser right at the back, unfortunately. But here we go. That's the battle now between Lucas Sturman, John Henry Vaughan, Mohamed Murat. Mohamed Murat. Oh, it seemed like Mohamed was going to send it down the inside. Just thinking twice there and decided that's not the move. Everybody looking very close. It seems like everybody's just going to try and catch up, but Troy Dolanchik is already building a lead out in front. As we can see, Troy Dolanchik out again with a proper battle for second between John Henry Vaughan, Lucas Sturman, Mohamed Murat, and Jason Kutsia. Jason Kutsia, who started very much out of place, in my opinion, is now going to mount a serious threat from the back here. Oh, Mohamed Murat just giving Lucas Sturman a little bit of a nudge there. This is as close as it gets on track. Sturman getting all kinds of wild over the curbs, and then sitting it on the inside is Jason Kutsia, pushing Mohamed Murad out of his way and moving along. Jason Kutsia getting himself up a position, now hunting down Lucas Sturman. And we've seen these two boys have a proper battle at it throughout this whole season. Lucas Sturman, Jason Kutsia, another race where these two guys find each other battling for position on track. You can't keep them apart. 2-1-1 ran wide. Lucas, that's Ruben Carstens getting off the track there for a moment. Ruben Carstens, I say Luca. Ruben Carstens. All right, now a big love tap from behind. Oh, Jason Kutsia sends, nudged Lucas Sturman on the side and then got himself out of that unfortunate scenario for Jason Kutsia, who moved himself back down the field, unfortunately. So now it's all about Jason Kutsia and Quentin Loebscher, because that's where the battle will now start building. The gap between first, second, third is big enough for us not to focus on it as of yet. Quentin Loebscher is going to try and hunt down Jason Kutsia. Loebscher had a great qualifying, leading the Masters, but got taken out by Mohamed Murad in the first, I think the third corner. It's not ideal for Loebscher, not ideal start, but there's positions to be gained on track. And all that means is Loebscher's going to have to put his foot down and catch up to the back of the pack. Yeah, Mahir Wab, Mark Pollard, Scotch Republic, X3, now battling it out. Wab is all over Pollard. Pollard running a little bit wide. Wab took the longer route around the corner, but he's all over him. Oh, Pollard running wide again. He's losing control of his cart. He caught onto that, but left the door open for Wab to get past and move himself up a position. But now the battle behind him. Once again, Quentin Loebscher, Jason Kutsia is catching on to the back of these two, and this will be an interesting fight to follow. Lap 6 of 12 done. It's flying by so quickly. Kutsia now chasing down Pollard. Into the chicane we go. Not really a chicane, is it? Just flat out through there. So let's rather just call it the kink on the first corner, first two corners. Proper battle brewing between Wahab, Pollard, Kutsia and Quentin Loebscher. And then down the inside is Jason Kutsia going to go. Yes, he is. Pollard running wide. Almost pushing Quentin Loebscher off the track there. It seems like he didn't touch him there. But that's going to be the battle between the Masters as it stands. Pollard running wide again. Now opening door for Quentin Loebscher to pose or mount a potential fight here. Go on board with Quentin Loebscher. Down the inside goes Quentin Loebscher. Sends it on the inside of Mark Pollard, pushing him out wide and running off the track. Mark Pollard spins out in a very unfortunate moment there between these two. We're going to have to move up one position again and just to see what's happening. Jason Kutsia going to send it down the inside of Mahir Wab. Wab's trying to close that door, but Kutsia was already down the inside, so there's no way for Wab to move in on Kutsia. And then Quentin Loebscher is now going to have the opportunity to go through Wahab as well. Loebscher's turn to come down the inside. He's going to do it into corner number 3. Through the kink we go. Flat out all the way and then into the right-hander. Loebscher's now going to have a little bit of a slipstream and potentially send it into the hip. And yes, he's going to move his cart out. It's going to be a late lunge. Nope. Wahab late on the brakes. Much later than Loebscher, but that's going to compromise his exit of the corner. Loebscher's all over Wahab at the moment in a triple left-hander. Got bumped there for a little bit, so definitely not ideal. Caught 127, keeping out of the way of the leaders, I see. That's Grant Mason being a good boy, keeping his cart well out of the way. Wow, Loebscher, this is the battle still on track. Look at Loebscher throwing his cart into the corners, trying to maximize his lap time around here, getting a proper tow from Mahir Wab. He's going to send it down the inside. Down the inside he goes. A bit late on the brakes there. Wab was wise to that move, and he still has the inside line into the triple left-hander. Oh, still down the inside goes Loubser. Wab needs to leave the space. Loubser goes down the inside, gives Wab just a little bit of a side pot shuffle. As I said, rubbing his racing, both carts managed to get through there without any problems. Fantastic drive by these two guys. Now Troy Dolenchek leading the way, all the way, 2 seconds ahead as we head into the hairpin, lap 10 of 12. Amazing pace from Dolenchek. Dolencheking out once again. I see, however, here at the back, there's still a big battle between Wahab. No, Quentin Loubser is building a little bit of a gap, trying to catch back up to the back of Jason Kutsia. It's worth noting that there's no points in the pre-final. These guys are racing purely for grid positions, and we only score points in the final in division races. In the pre-final and final, you will only score points in the Pro League, which is next week. So the boys will all have to do this next week, once again, with open setup and a lot more stricter rules for the Pro League. John Henry Vaughan finds himself in second place, 2.4 seconds behind Troy Dolenchek. And then Lucas Thurman in third. Mohamed Murat in fourth place. And then Jason Kutsia in fifth and Quentin Loubser in sixth place. And still having a battle with Wahab. Mahir Wahab is not letting go of Quentin Loubser. Technically a pointless battle because Loubser is a Masters driver, so he can't take away points from any of the seniors. But a fantastic drive by Loubser, comeback drive that is, after having an absolute horrible start, Mohamed Murat taking him out. Loubser did a good job there, getting himself back up into it. We're going to follow Troy Dolenchek for a final lap of the pre-final. Troy Dolenchek, 2.556 seconds ahead of second man, and returning back to OKLA is John Henry Vaughan. We are absolutely so happy to see John Henry Vaughan make a return to the OKLA setup. Troy Dolenchek, final corner, taking yet another victory. Then John Henry Vaughan in second place, Lucas Thurman in third, and then definitely a great drive by Mohamed Murat, apart from that first lap incident. Jason Kutsia in sixth, Quentin Loubser, no, Jason Kutsia fifth, Quentin Loubser in sixth, Mohamed Murat, Mahir Wahab in seventh, Ruben Carstens in technically still trying to finish in eighth. And then Mark Pollard in ninth and Grant Mason in 10th place. And then the non-finishers, like I said, Diaz did reconnect to the servers. Hopefully, he will be able to race. Right, let's have a quick look at the results. Pre-final, Troy Dolenchek. Then John Henry Vaughan, Lucas Thurman, Mohamed Murat, Jason Kutsia, Quentin Loubser, Mahir Wahab, Mark Pollard, Ruben Carstens, Grant Mason, and then at the back of the grid will be Sebastian Diaz, who will unfortunately start at the back of the grid. How you finish in the pre-final is where you will start in the final. So Sebastian Diaz, who was just about up there with the fast guys, now has to work his way through the field on the back of the grid. Will he be able to? Only time will tell. The guys are still turning laps. We're going to just say thank you so much for finishing your lap, but we are going to go straight into the final. Right, we are waiting for the guys to get back onto the server. Right, start sequence, here we go. All we are doing now is waiting for the lights to go out. As lights are away we go. Mohammed Murat sleeping on the grid there. Fast asleep. Mohammed Murat losing out so much, forcing the two drivers behind him to take evasive action. But apart from that, let's move up. John Henry Vaughan, Troy Dolanchik sending down the inside as Lucas Sturman of John Henry Vaughan, pushing him out wide. John Henry Vaughan losing out a lot there, going from second back to fifth place, losing his cart, getting taken out as well in the process. John Henry Vaughan losing out so much there. Jason Kutsia up into second place. Biggest gainer there, I would say. Actually, biggest gainer of them all is Sebastian Diaz from last up into, what is that, fifth place already. So Sebastian Diaz moving up quite a lot. Jason Kutsia, Lucas Sturman, and John Henry Vaughan went all the way down. So no, where's Lucas Sturman? What happened to him? So it's Jason Kutsia in second, Quentin Loebscher. Did Lucas Sturman get a time penalty? Or is he just that far back? Oh, he's just that far back. Okay, crazy start. Quentin Loebscher now all over Jason Kutsia. Jason Kutsia and Quentin Loebscher seems like they are going to have a proper battle at this. And then right behind him is Sebastian Diaz, going to send it down the inside of Mahir Wahab. No, he's not. But Mohammed Murat is now also having a look at Diaz. Murat versus Diaz versus Wahab. So the two squadron course boys all over the cart of Wahab at the moment. Diaz didn't make it into the pre-final, but he started the final at the back and is already all the way up into fifth place, and he's going to send it down the inside of Wahab. Yes, he does, and he's going to stick that move. He's got the inside line into the hairpin. But now look at Mohammed Murat's going to send it down the inside of Diaz. Late on the brakes is Wahab, and he remains in his position in fourth place. But then Quentin Loebscher seems like he's just tucking in behind Kutsia, behaving himself there. Maybe looking for a possible opportunity to pass. This won't be it. Let's just go back to this battle. Mohammed Murat, Mahir Wahab, Sebastian Diaz. Wahab seems like he's got the better of them as it stands. Wahab is very late on the brakes when he goes into that hairpin. Absolutely amazing control of that kart on the brakes. But the battle is still brewing, and we also see Lucas Sturman now catching on to the back of this pack. He's not going to just let them chill here and cruise around. He's going to push. Lucas Sturman's going to try and get past them. So is Mohammed Murat. Murat versus Wahab. Into Tolkien corner we go. Oh, Wahab seems like he's running a little bit wide. Now into the last corner. Oh, he pushes him wide and pushes him off the track there. And there goes Wahab's race. Spun out, unfortunately. Mohammed Murat just a little bit too much pushing there. Now Diaz, Murat, Sturman. Oh, Sturman going a little bit wild there on the exit of the hairpin. Losing some momentum and falling just a little bit behind the battle of Murat and Diaz. Now Diaz is going to send it down the inside of Murat. Onto the curb he goes, pushes Murat a little bit wide, but that should be fine. That was good driving from Diaz, sending it in a position where I didn't think you would, or at a spot on the track where I didn't think you would try and stick a pass. Diaz got the better of Murat in that exchange. It's exciting stuff here. I don't know who to follow, really. Diaz versus Murat, or down here, carts going all kinds of pear shape in front of them. The battle between Loebscher and Jason Kutsia is still heating up. Loebscher is all over Kutsia. Kutsia holding his own here and just maintaining composure. So great stuff from Kutsia over Loebscher at the moment. So will Loebscher be able to pass Kutsia and get himself up into second place, a position I didn't think I'd see Loebscher at tonight. But Loubser, of course, putting in the time and effort to improve. And he told me that this is one track that he doesn't like. He just doesn't get his cornering correct on this track. But I'll tell you what, it seems like he's figured something out from the practice session up until now, because he's all over Coetzee, fighting for second place. And this is a proper battle. Now Loubser's going to send it down the inside. Coetzee is going to try and defend that. And now that compromises Loubser so much that Diaz, Murat and Lucas Thurman is licking their lips. And potentially going to put Loubser under threat now. Now Loubser's going to have to get all kinds of speed out of that car to break away from the tow from Diaz right behind him. Quentin Loubser, Sebastian Diaz, student versus coach. That was a little bit of a love tap from Diaz. Diaz stuck getting out. He's going to send it down the inside. Mohammed Barat's going to follow very closely. Quentin Loubser losing 2 positions in one corner. Potentially a third. Lucas Thurman is now all over him as well. Mohammed Barat taps now and collects. Quentin Loubser takes him out of the race there. Mohammed Murat sending it a little bit impatient, and it takes out Quentin Loubser. It's gone from great to absolutely horrible for Quentin Loubser in the space of 1 lap. That is absolutely unfortunate. Loubser now without a nose cone, no more speed for him. That is heartbreak stuff. Diaz versus Thurman. Now we're going to move away from the heartbreak and go up into the absolute proper battle on track between Diaz and Thurman. Thurman's going to duck out and going to send it down the inside late on the brakes. Perfect cut back there from Diaz, but Thurman's going to have the inside line of the triple left-hander, so he's got that covered. Or has he? John-Henry Vaughan made a mega recovery drive. He's all the way back up onto almost a podium position. Wow, guys, I need a moment to just catch my breath. This is insane. Lap 7, we're just over halfway, lap 9, I mean, of the race. And it looks like this. Absolutely crazy stuff. Sturman versus Diaz versus John-Henry Vaughan. Who's going to be the ultimate winner here? Three-way battle. Angry Racing, Kart Republic, Angry Racing. It is an Angry Racing sandwich at the moment. And down the inside goes John-Henry Vaughan. Or just a little bit of a love tap back there by Diaz. That seems like a little bit of net code coming into play. So it's Thurman now getting a little bit of a breathing room there from Diaz and Vaughan because of the battle. Having said that, Diaz is already all over Thurman at the moment, so didn't take him long. Back up there. We'll continue following this battle because this is where it is all happening. The final podium slot on offer. Thurman starting to go defensive there, which will compromise his exit out of the hairpin, giving Diaz a great run. If anything, John-Henry Vaughan seems like he's getting the best run out of the three of them. And down the inside goes John-Henry Vaughan. Love tap side pod shuffle from Vaughan over Diaz. Now Vaughan's going to try and catch onto the back of Sturman and move himself up into third place after being taken out and being right at the back of the grid. John-Henry Vaughan moved himself up into third place, or fourth place already, with a potential podium finish. 5 laps to go. Angry Racing versus Angry Racing. I hope our Angry Racing guys are watching and sitting on the edge of their seats, because this is absolutely amazing driving between these two guys. And Diaz just behind him, who lost out on the pass from John-Henry Vaughan, but he's still in the hunt. Can go anyway between these three guys as it stands. It does seem like Troy Dolenchek checking out again with Jason Coetzee, who was part of a big battle for most of the race. Now he's got a big breathing room between him and the three chasing carts that is. But the final podium spot still on offer, still undecided. First and second kind of already has their foot through the door. It's now just taking it home. But these three guys, all three of them's got a foot in the door. It's now all about who's going to get their elbows out, pushing the guy out of his way, moving himself through that door and onto the third slot for the podium. Sturman, Vaughan, Diaz. Into Talking Corner we go. So it's Cape Town versus Johannesburg. Angry versus Kart Republic. Diaz is now caught up. John Henry Vaughan has caught up. We are back where we were. It's all square. It's everything to play for and everything to lose for Lucas Sturman in third place. Diaz takes a different line into the hairpin, which gives him a great exit onto the triple left-hander. John Henry Vaughan seems like he's just waiting for opportunity for Lucas Sturman to just maybe have a lapse of concentration and leave the door open for Vaughan to just sneak through there. Or he's just kind of playing with Lucas Sturman as it stands, because it seems like he's going to mount a pass opportunity right now. Nope, not as it stands. Now he needs a good exit out of this right-hander into the hip, and yes, he does. He's going to go down inside. Nope. It seems like he's just staying there. Doesn't want to do the pass as of yet. Does seem like these boys are actually catching Jason Coetzee in front of them. Not by much, but they are catching. Is John Henry Vaughan playing the team game, keeping Diaz just behind to give Lucas Sturman a buffer? Considering that John Henry Vaughan is not in the hunt for a good title slot or a good finishing position in the championship, will he play the team game? That remains to be seen. 2 laps to go, and it's all to play for. Sturman, Vaughan, Diaz. 2 more laps to go. Is Vaughan going to send it now? Not yet. He's still just sitting behind Sturman, who's keeping his kart on the track. It's all about keeping it on the black stuff all the way through, start to finish. Consistency is key here. Vaughan is all over him. Will Sturman make a mistake? Will Diaz make a late charge? This is the last lap. Troy Dolanchek leading the way. John Henry Vaughan is going to try and find a potential pass for the last podium spot. Not a pass there, so not yet. We're going to move over to Troy as he crosses the line in just a second. John Henry Vaughan now has got one of his last passing opportunities at hand. Nope, he's not going to send it through there. So Troy Dolanchek finishing the last couple corners. And on to the start-finish we go. Troy Dolanchek taking another victory. Another one in the bag. Then Jason Coetzee. What happened here? Oh, Jason Coetzee over the line. Lucas Sturman takes the last position, the last podium. John Henry Vaughan, great recovery drive, and a great drive for Sebastian Diaz. Mark Pollard loses the position to Mahir Wab over the line. And then Quentin Loubser is the last one to have to finish with a kart that looks completely second-hand. Second-hand kart there by Quentin Loubser finishing the race. Grant Mason already finished his race. There we go. That's the end of it, guys. The end of the race. Troy Dolanchek, Jason Coetzee, Luca Sturman. Dolanchek, 8-second victory, or 8-second gap between him and first place. But between him and second place, rather. And has become accustomed to a casual disconnect from the game. What we're going to do is just open Kart Racing Pro quickly and just log onto a server. And just leave it there. So we can just do our interview quickly with the boys. That is if they are going to join us. We made it onto the track. We're going to just park our cart like this. At least make it look like we parked the cart. All right, guys, let's pull in Luca Sturman. Hi there, Luca.
Yeah, how's it?
How's it? Well, third place for you. It was very intense. It was a proper battle from the start to the finish. John Henry Vaughan seemed like he might have just stayed behind you. No reason for him to take a potential pass on you, unless you've had it covered perfectly. Right behind him was Sebastian Diaz. It was insane. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, no, thanks, Shane. I appreciate all the effort that you guys put through. Yeah, tonight was, knew that I have to try and bank as much points as possible because I missed P last week, was away, so, lose my drop. Man, I had quite a good quality, and it was nice to have John Henry back. He's always been up there in the front, so, at the start that I stayed P3 and, I stayed behind John Henry. And unfortunately, I think Jason tried to pass me, and I don't know, was something in net lag or.
Yeah. I don't know if you're dropping there, just kind of stop talking. Yeah, it seemed like Jason tried to make a pass and you guys just pulled towards each other, and it's probably a net code issue there. But nonetheless, it was still good racing. Jason made a comeback. You made a comeback. You all had a great race there, in my opinion. So, again, fantastic driving from you. And we can't wait to see you next week for the Pro League. How's it, Jason? Welcome to the interview box. Second place for you. It was a fantastic race between you and Quentin Loebscher for such a long time. It seemed like Quentin tried to send it down the inside, and then you two collided, and that was the end of his race. But fantastic racing between the two of you. And yeah, it ended up in a lonely second place for you. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, look, I mean, it was half fun. I think the beginning was a bit of a mess, all the bumping and barging, but otherwise it was quite fun to race. Yeah, I mean, all thanks to you for the amazing series. I really hope more people can join. I think we really need more numbers, so it'll be good if more people can join us.
Yep, I fully agree. Maybe you can use your 3-month membership that you got from the Right Tax Nationals and get one of your mates to join. But yeah, congrats, Jason. It was great racing. And yeah, we'll see you next week for the Pro League.
Oh, thanks.
All right, and yeah, once again, Troy Dolanchek top step is so far a clean sweep of victories for Troy. Troy, it seemed like another start to finish boring race for you. Most action you've seen was probably in the first 3 corners. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, obviously, like I say, obviously it was quite nice in the front, but it was really lucky to drive. Really cool combo again, so I really enjoyed just driving the actual car track combo. But the guys were really quick in quali, especially John Henry. Kept me honest throughout quali and did a couple of really good laps. So I was stressing a bit in quali, but luckily got pole. And then from both races, just had a nice clean start and just got a little gap in the beginning. And then I think the guys behind me just squabbled a bit too much, and then they weren't able to just get onto the slip. So I think that the gaps were a bit more so than what the pace difference was. And I think that the racing would have been a lot cleaner if the guys were able to just keep in the slip for a bit long in the beginning. But yeah, just thank you to you, obviously, for hosting another seamless event.
Yeah, well, congrats once again. I would like to invite you to go watch that stream again. It was absolutely amazing behind you. Quentin Loebscher, Jason Coetzee had a proper battle for more than half the race, and then unfortunate incident between them. Then Luca, Jason, and Sebastian Diaz all the way through to the finish. Very good racing. So everything was happening behind you. Unfortunately, you are like the Max Verstappen from Formula 1 into the karting world. Seems like nobody can touch you at the moment. So hopefully next week at the Pro League, somebody is going to put in some good laps and they will maybe take something off of you. But again, once again, congratulations, Troy, and we will see you next week.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, that is it from my side. Thank you for tuning in. Fantastic event by the seniors and the couple masters that joined. If you would like to get involved, go to aaoesports.com. check it out, get a membership. All the local tracks are available for you. When I say all, I mean all. East London is getting released tomorrow. For the boys that's got their memberships, they can all now drive on East London. We know it's not a national track in South Africa. However, it is still a local track, and we made it. So it's coming to you guys tomorrow, and as well as another body kit for the juniors, the OTK. So the juniors will now at least have something else to race with as well. There will not be a master stream because there weren't enough masters to race on their own. They joined the seniors, the 3 masters that raced. That is it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We will see you next week at the Pro League, same time as the seniors started. We're going to get into the Pro League, and we are going to have a mega amount of fun. Pro League is simulating the real thing, a lot more strict. 4-man or 5 carts on track for qualifying, 3-lap shootout each. No stopping on the track, and rolling starts. Absolutely mega stuff. We'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.